Ask everybody last year if we go through things we looked at, that kind of stuff, and we talked about, Mandela's quotes and buzzwords and what UNESCO choosing Washoku as an original thing and Kambei and anyway, we used a lot of different material, occasionally from a textbook here and there, often from newspaper or online. In this fine year of 2014 or 2014, does anyone have any requests or?
So 2014.
Mm-hmm.
So Olympic will be held on 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 years later.
That's right.
I see. Okay.
But don't forget, next month, Sochi,
Sochi.
Winter Olympics.
Next month, Sochi.
Yeah, in
Sochi
Russia.
is in Russia.
Russia, that's right. Very near the Muslim areas of Russia.
But this is Winter Olympic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So there is Summer Olympic and Winter Olympic.
that's correct. Every 4 years.
Mm.
Though they say in Sochi there is 0 snow. 0, none at all. 1 month to go. But interesting, that's coming up. So what about material, Mr. Fujino, in this year? Do you have any requests? Need to look at some TOEIC tests or... study lyrics from punk music? No.
So you printed this one?
Yes.
I see.
But it was on the internet. You can find it. I just put it into a.
So not in the newspaper, but
No. But often I do use the newspaper. But this one was not. This was from Japan Today, which online news. Yoshiko, any ideas? Anything that you'd like to challenge this year?
so here Tokyo. In this case, what does it mean Tokyo?
That's where the story was probably written.
I want to read some small novel or something together.
Mm-hmm. I see. Short novels. That's quite possible. I have a number of those, and I can bring some copies of a chapter and try it out if people like it. I'm assuming you like romantic love story kind of novels. Guys, what do you think? No thanks. I mean,
Not Haruki Murakami.
not okay. Not
Other authors.
fair enough. Well, let me think. That's an interesting idea. I have a number of such books.
So sometimes I'm confused. Liberal Democratic Party
Mm-hmm.
and also we have Democratic Party.
Yes.
So I don't know exactly why this happened, but I'm often confused.
Well, I think everyone's confused. The names and the faces kind of switch around. 90% of the Democratic Party of Japan were former Liberal Democratic Party members. And most confusing, Mr. Yoshida, is that the Liberal Democratic Party is not liberal, not democratic, and not really a party. It's kind of an interesting, it's what we call
What
an
party you say?
oxymoron. Is it a party? It's kind of a gathering of factions, isn't it?
Drink or something.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like that kind of party, does it? Well, by the way, everyone, I asked everyone your resolutions, and I mentioned in the earlier class I have 3 for this year. First is get in shape. last year I probably lost about 3 kilograms compared to the year before, but I'm still
Yes, I think so.
I'm still overweight. I got to get it down a little more. So this year I promise.
How much do you weigh?
I would guess around. Anyone
5
would you
kilo.
guess? Sorry,
5 kilo. Do you want to lose?
3 to 5 kilos.
3 to 5 kilos.
No, you think very fat?
Well, I don't like the word fat. I'm
Just
a little.
again now.
I'm slightly overweight.
That's right.
So I'm
So
probably
I
around
think
87.
if you don't eat
87.
anything,
Oh, it is.
then you will become slim. If you don't eat,
87.
I need food to survive. And, probably if I cut down on the alcohol, I could lose weight easily. So that's one resolution. The second one is mathematics. Now I went to about 10 different bookstores in Vancouver looking into mathematics books, and I realized that though my son is the equivalent to grade 9, first I looked at the grade 9 Canadian math textbooks. Too easy. The material my son is studying in grade 9 is more like grade 11 or even 12 in Canada. So there's no doubt Japanese math average is more advanced than the Canadian. Then Canadian schools are considered quite good in the global level. So
when you say mathematics, what do you mean by this?
well, right now being as he's in junior high school, 3rd year, he's learning advanced algebra. And specifically,
Do you want to study this one?
I do. I want to restudy. I learned it, but it's long gone. And I'm going to make it a challenge to catch up with my son. It may be an impossible dream, but that's one
Is
thing.
this your hobby or?
Go for
No,
it.
not hobby. It's my New Year's resolution.
Oh, really?
Well, easy to say.
You can do it.
I'm going to lose 5 kilograms. I'm going to catch up in mathematics, and I'm going to climb Mount Fuji. No,
So I think if you spend a lot of energy for studying mathematics, then you will become a thing.
there we are. 2 birds with 1 stone. There we are.
Yeah.
And third one is?
Third one is do some new volunteer work. I'd like to.
What kind of program?
I'm not sure, but I went up to Tohoku twice. That's not that style, and I work on rice planting and harvesting, but something different. I like the volunteer spirit. So
But when you say volunteer, this means that you don't get money.
Mhm.
Without money, you work.
yes,
So because you are a lot of money,
no, but
so volunteer means we work hard, but we get nothing.
that's
No
okay.
money.
I mean,
That's okay.
It's a spirits program, right?
it's,
Because you have a lot of money.
I don't, but I don't care about that. I want to enrich my soul.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Oh.
But Mr. Yoshida, back in Canada, I found that every time I go back, I realize Canada is becoming more and more expensive.
Everything.
Everything. Taxes are rising. Let me give you just a very simple example. When I was young, this is quite a while ago, you could buy a Coca-Cola from a vending machine for 10 cents. This is the truth. Maybe I was 5 or 6 years old. I can still remember putting a dime and pulling out a bottle and now I was looking at the Vancouver airport. I don't buy Coca-Cola anymore, but I noticed that the vending machines, they were selling them for $2. The price of Coca-Cola, of course, it's been over 45 years. It's risen by 20 times. And in this 15 years that I've lived in Japan, I've watched the price of everything inching up. The taxes in Canada have been going up. Here in Japan, people are going, shogi, it's going up by 2%. I'm going, it's nothing. Well, not nothing, but and I notice also my family members in Canada and friends have more and more stuff. My sister's house has 5 televisions. I'm like, every family member has their own laptop and iPhone, and I don't feel like I want that. I don't want that.
So you said Coca-Cola become 20 times expensive.
20 times.
20 times.
In
How much your income?
My income's shrinking. So anyway, it's not about money. It's not about money. It's about, quality of life and quality of the community. Another thing in Vancouver, you can see some people are getting richer and richer. There's bigger houses and giant condos, but the crime rate is increasing. It's getting more dangerous. I always felt Vancouver's a safe city, but there are areas now I don't want to go near. Oh yeah, and I would never take my family anywhere near them. Places I used to go and play lacrosse and other sports events. So to me, money. Sorry. Anyway, sorry. That's my plan, or not my plan. That's my resolution. It's not about money.
You have 3.
The big 3.
Wow.
But
I have just 1.
But as we all know, talk is cheap. So again, everyone, in summary, I am sorry that I couldn't bring the souvenir today, but next week, something to look forward to. Imagine expensive. and then forget that. But imagine tasty. I guarantee.
Souvenir from Canada.
From Canada.
Really?
Not made in China.
Original.
And I'll bring those next week, I promise. Also, don't forget tomorrow, first day.
Oh.
It starts tomorrow.
High maintenance lady.
But
Haruma Fuji's injured, some torn muscle or something. I just heard yesterday.
ankle or something?
Oh, is that right? That's too bad.
Too bad. Yeah.
I know.
Small beginning.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's first day of the opening
I don't
tournament.
know.
And also being the year of the
It's also
horse.
in the newspaper.
Have some masashi for dinner. But I'll see everybody next Saturday. And
Thank you.
have a nice week.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Very much.
May I have an envelope?
Oh, sure.
So I don't have your address. Therefore, I bring here.
I see.
But in New Year, you are not in Japan, but you are in Canada.
I was until just half a day ago, 12 hours ago. Well, no, almost a whole day.
I know this is asking too much,
Mhm.
but I want you to eat my mushroom. でなんか椎茸マッシュルームの in your garden.
You want me to keep growing them?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Yoshiko.
Surely until alive or die. But I put water once a week. But
Oh, they're not growing?
no.
When did you first? You I forgot now. You bought those. You bought the log already.
Yes, my granddaughter checked her school, so it's finished. So she brought it to my house, but I keep it on my balcony. But sunshine is still, but I want to try to put shadow place.
Right. Okay.
So if it's okay, it's not too much trouble, I I bring your garden.
あ、これか。
Okay. Well, how big is it?
Maybe just a high.
That's nice. Okay. Let me check. I was thinking of moving some of my logs to my friend's place closer by.
Oh, really?
No. Just let me think about a good plan.
Okay.
About a good
Thank
plan.
you.
And another thing is, don't be afraid to rain and talk to it. And,
So, and thunder.
yeah, and hit it with a stick.
Oh,
Take your hammer and walk outside and pretend you're talking to your husband. Oh, looking kind of cloudy. Might have a thunderstorm here. Boom! Boom! And then you spray water. Yeah, no, I do that. I do that
I just
often.
pulling water.
Talk to them.
Okay.
I've read you got to talk to them. You got to create this energy
Okay.
instead of it's going. I'm stuck on this balcony. I'm not happy. You gotta go out and oh, it's getting cloudy. Talk away. Create the feeling.
Talk to my love. Thank you very
Talk
much.
to your love. See you next week.
Any message to the Japanese people? New Year's message from
New Year's message.
New religious Pacific Canada.
Well, all I can say is, and this applies to myself, is less talk, more action. Talk is cheap.
Walk the talk.
Yeah. Walk the walk. Don't just talk the talk.
So in Japan and China, we have 12 animals. I don't know exactly.
Right, the Chinese zodiac, as they say.
Chinese zodiac.
But it's quite well known in North America also because of the large number of Chinese Canadians and Chinese Americans.
So this year, this year is horse. Yeah, the year of horse.
You're the horse.
Really?
I saw it in a few places. And Shinji, thank you.
You're welcome.
Drink that later.
Thank you for another class. So the gap is becoming bigger and bigger. First class, but happy. First class is very happy.
Yeah, but they're I don't know if the gap's getting bigger. I just think that they like to work on one textbook lesson every 2 weeks. And little by little, they're improving their vocabulary. I mean, already this class average level is much higher.
Yeah.
And
Well,
everybody here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Yoshida.
I'll see you next week.
You bet. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you very much.
Victoria, you have to check it out. The YouTube.